Okay, well, these two are YouTubers. One is the makeup artist. The other is like the editing boss. Like what, Kanye to the Virgo type of thing? Like,
yeah. I'll
like
be
that?
Virgil, you be Kanye. Because I prefer Virgil over Kanye. Kanye's a little big-headed and you're a little big-headed.
Yeah, so we have a YouTube channel. It's called youtube.com/thelookbeauty. And we basically do, like, I do makeup and see edits and stuff. And we kind of just make our videos like mixed media. How would you describe it?
It's more like we're trying to mesh ourselves together in a video format. So with her makeup and my like mixed media elements, I really try to emphasize the art and the makeup.
Yeah.
And makeup is art. So
watching your videos, you guys have an alternative look. You guys are not the typical beauty channel, which I love because I'm not that typical girl, right? So I go on and I always feel like there's a disconnect when I watch. And when I look at your videos, I'm like, yo, they're dope as hell. What made you guys decide to go down that road compared to the typical one?
So for me, I'll talk about like the makeup aspect of it is like, I just try to keep like the makeup true to how I like the style that I like.
Yeah.
So kind of more trendy, modern, undone, grungy kind of makeup is like what I like too. And then like the beauty stuff, of course, like I love like celebrities like J-Lo and stuff like that. But as far as the whole channel as a whole, like I'm a freelance makeup artist before I'm a YouTuber. So like I'm like really into like the art of it. We wanted to have that come through in the channel. Do you know what I mean?
Right?
Yeah. So like we didn't want to do, we just wanted to do our own thing really. Like we just wanted to have a really unique look. So as far as makeup, like that's where I'm coming from.
And as for me, I've been watching YouTube for years. Like I remember the first day I discovered YouTube when it was like not even what it is today.
No,
and I always
it was a place for you to put those like funny, what's her name?
Cat videos or something.
Yeah, or like somebody takes a tumble. What's her name? Girl that takes a tumble.
yes. I discovered in like 2005 or 2006 because I was like a homebody and I was constantly on the. It's not much has changed, to be honest. But I was constantly on the internet and I was like, oh my god, I want to make content. But I was such a shy kid.
Yeah.
So I just decided to just keep it in the back burner. So I watched YouTube as it grew and I was seeing a lot of content creators kind of as they started and how they morphed themselves. They started appealing to kids because that's where the money's at.
Yeah.
And then I felt like they weren't being genuine and a lot of what YouTube used to be was disappearing.
Yeah.
So what happened was, and I guess this is leading to how we met, I was like in this stump phase where I'm like, I don't want to create content anymore. I don't want to be an artist. I'm just going to go work at an office. F this shit. And B happened to be in the studio one day and I overheard her talking about YouTube and starting a channel. And I kind of popped up out of nowhere and I was like,
there was a curtain. I will never forget the curtain. She's like, I can do it. I was like, you edit it? Like, okay.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know, honestly, we just met.
Yeah, we didn't really know each other.
That well.
And I was like, yeah, I totally love to do your videos. And I just wanted to do it because I needed something to do that.
Like an outlet.
An outlet to let the work out without the constraints or without client.
Yeah.
Because working with clients is a complete.
I used to work for ad agencies, so I know that like it's so hard to be your natural self and like have your work shine through.
Exactly.
So I understand like creating your own content.
That's the amazing thing about YouTube though, is like there's literally no rules.
Yeah.
Unless you create the rules for yourself. So like there's literally no rules. Like we can do whatever we want.
Exactly.
It's our terms. We'll fight it out, but then it's like we don't have somebody controlling what we do.
What I love about me and Bianca's like working relationship with YouTube, we really just create content that we like. I'm not going to bend over backwards and do what everybody else is doing just to make money or get sponsorships. I'm like, no, we're creating content that we like, and you know what? The hustle may be longer doing it that way, but it's gonna be more true to ourselves.
Yeah, it's gonna be way more authentic to like who we are and the art we like and like just like the shit we like, you know?
I think that's a really good thing that you guys are staying true to yourself because I know that even though you might not be the typical beauty bloggers and all these people might be getting the followers and the quote-unquote YouTube fame, you guys are gonna get it when people realize where they need to search for you. Because if it's like you, me, all of us who are attracted to that type of look and that type of work, that must mean that there's other people like that out there. When I go onto YouTube, I'm so bombarded with all these like over the top girly YouTubers where it's like I don't relate. This isn't like
it doesn't do anything for us.
Because I'm like I'm not gonna look for these looks and like I'm just not gonna
and this is the thing, like I don't want to take away from anything they're doing because
they're still amazing.
But there has to be like another aspect for people that are just into like something else.
And I completely understand, even with my blog, like I'm not the typical like blogger. So when I go onto these pages, it's like, okay, I'm different. It's gonna be harder for me to find these people. But I know that there has to be those people out there.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
So I feel you guys on that. And I know that you guys are gonna get your following when it's the right time, and it's just gonna happen. You guys just need that one person. You guys need to have like
it's so funny because
I have to put you on because she has that look, right? Kalani, put you on, and you're good.
It's funny because we'll have so many comments and we laugh and they're like, how the hell do you guys not have more subscribers?
Yeah, like where you
how the hell do you guys not? And we're like, it's gonna come.
It's gonna come.
We gotta keep doing your thing.
Yeah.
So
and like we've only been doing it for a year, right?
Yeah.
And like we're already signed to Much Music, which is huge.
Which is so dope.
Yeah, which is not.
And we don't have like a big following yet,
no,
so it's still pretty awesome.
Yeah. How is that process working with Much Music? Because I know it's a newer thing, right? And you guys are one of the first people.
So yeah, it's brand new. So it's been really good. Like we have a lot of connections, and I met some like really awesome people.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're just riding it out and see what happens.
Yeah, we're just going with the flow.
Like we guys are using the resources.
Yeah.
Right. How long have you guys been in your respected fields? Did you guys like go to school for it or?
You go first.
I went to school for makeup in 2009, and then I partied for like 2 years. So like I was doing it, but I wasn't taking it seriously.
Yeah.
So like I officially went to school in 2009, so I've been doing it since then.
I went to school for radio and television. 2009, weird. I haven't finished yet.
You have a story. But
Yeah.
It's not like you haven't been doing
like
anything.
I was working while I was in school. Like I was doing 3 jobs. Like I was teaching kids media, like how to film and whatever. I had a girls group, and then I was modeling at the same time. So it was really hard to juggle. I pretty much finished my degree, my minor that I didn't finish, but the last course that I had to take was an internship course. And typically the kids that were in my program would go work at the CBC and get an internship there. And I was like, I'm not working at the CBC. I was offered a job that would have like gave me better. I would have been comfortable. And I said, no, I don't want to do it. And I kind of just decided, I just kind of stopped showing up to work one day.
I feel like when you're a creative person, when you get into those certain positions, like you just can't be helped.
No.
Like if you really, like I've been in jobs and my last job, I'm just kind of like, let me just try to do what I want to do. Because when I'm trying to, like when I'm restrained, I don't feel fulfilled, right?
I was miserable when I was like working retail and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I was literally miserable. I couldn't do it anymore. I had to just quit. And like I met tons of people. Like making connections, you're always gonna do that.
Yeah. But like
at your job.
At the
like,
end of the day, like if you're not motivated to get up and go to work and stuff like that, like what's the point of doing it?
Yeah.
For a paycheck? Like nah.
Yeah, you have to pursue your dream if that's really what's like driving you. Especially if you're an artist, I feel like you have to like just go at it, and if you fail, then you'll get back up.
With your channel, what is the big vision for it?
It's hard to say. No, really, because it's like we want to get it really huge, but like you don't know what can happen out of that. You know what I mean? So like that's almost the fun part about it. It's like we don't know where it can go.
Yeah.
I know it will bring us tons of opportunities to do things that are like outside of it. But that's kind of the fun part with me because it's like I said, I freelance, so like I have that going and I can make money off of it. Like you don't know where it's gonna go.
If you guys could work with anybody in the world, who would it be? So for you, whose face would you be? For you, what kind of like graphic? I don't even know. Like for you, the option is endless. You could work in movies, you could work.
And there's a lot you can do.
Graphic
That's
design.
the worst question you can ask me because I literally have a list of like 100 people. I really look up to women especially who are in the creative field and they're doing so many things. And there's one person who I really look up to. Her name is Quinton Jones, and she does video, mixed media, graphic design. And I think she was from Toronto and moved to London. She's done a lot of campaigns for like Chanel and stuff like that. Like I really look up to her, and she really like makes me feel like, you know what, I can continue to do whatever the hell I'm doing and not really worry about putting myself in a box.
You would work for her if you had the opportunity
Not
to,
necessarily.
or like collaborate with her.
Not necessarily like that. I'm just more so like somebody who I look up to. Like there's so many people that I would love to, and I can't answer that right now.
Would you work for like Nike?
Yeah, I would like Nike because Nike's like, I think they get it. They're always on the pulse.
They are always.
Yeah,
on
they
the
get
ball.
it. Like they're never like behind.
No.
I would like to work with ID magazine.
Oh,
That would be dope.
yes, ID.
Like anything really.
Yeah.
It's like ID, hire me right now. Like you need me to do anything.
Oh my god, ID holler at us. No, seriously.
Anything.
You recreated one of the looks, right? The Rihanna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
You
fun.
did really well. Like
Yeah.
it was on point.
Thank you.
Like,
That was
it
Yeah, that was
almost
a
looks
fun one
like
that we
it.
did.
That was a good
You guys need to pitch to them. Like,
You
hey,
think so?
ID. Like,
We should. Oh, Ace, give him this.
Yeah. So how do you guys get your inspiration?
Music,
Yeah.
art,
Mhm.
each other.
Mm-hmm. For me, I get a lot of my inspirations from anime. I love anime to death. Like I can watch an anime and I'm like, yo, like,
Like, I need to use this.
yeah, yo, that's sick. And that's where I get a lot of my inspiration as of late.
For me, like pop culture, definitely music,
Yeah.
celebrities.
If you could pick a soundtrack that would make a like little
Ooh, good
soundtrack,
question.
you know what I mean? What are like the top couple songs? You can do 5
They're
songs, you
probably
can do
ratchet
3.
right now. Well, we were in LA. We really like Future, trap,
Yeah.
whatever.
What? I
Yeah.
love Future all the
I
time.
like any-
That's why you need to listen to Little Uzi. He is so ratchet as shit. Like,
Okay, I'm
he
gonna
is-
listen to him.
Anything obviously hip hop. I'm a big hip hop head, but also like I really like Odessa. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Okay.
Because we've been listening to it
Yeah,
lately.
Odessa. Well, I like Trill Friends, the one that just
Yeah.
came out.
Yeah.
That I would put on the new one that you were like, okay.
I'm still into What's Your Phone Number.
Yeah.
So that would be one.
Okay.
I really like Breezy's new album. So I'm gonna pick that.
I would not put that on the top 3.
That doesn't matter. You told me to pick it.
Okay.
You can have your 3 too. Don't worry.
What the fuck is it called? Oh, Liquor. I
Oh,
really like that
man.
song. And
Kiss
yeah.
Somebody's a Breezy fan.
And then there's one by that group I was telling you, Odessa, that's called Bloom.
Okay.
I've been so not into music as of late.
Give me 3 anime. You can do that easily?
Yes. Meet go to Hatchin.
Oh gosh.
I don't know.
Like what?
That one is really good. I keep telling you to watch it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do
Okay. One Punch Man, and this new one that I'm watching called Dimension W.
Oh man.
Okay.
I've never been into it.
No,
Why?
you gotta watch Meet go to Hatchin. That one you'll like.
Okay, you need to like text me that.
I will. I
Can't
want to get everybody on
I
it.
can't
Yeah.
even pronounce it.
Michihanu what?
What? Yeah.
Moving on from like the YouTube thing, you started with, which is really
Yeah.
dope. I was able
Yeah.
to go to it. It's women inspiring passion and purpose, right?
Mhm.
Why did you do it? Did you think that it was something missing?
So like touching back on what we were saying,
Yeah.
it's like I was just thinking about like I wanted to do an event. I was thinking about like what's important to me,
Mm-hmm.
and because like I know how hard it is to be in a creative industry and not know
Mm-hmm.
what to do other than like let me go work at this store and then forget about my dream. Like that happens a
Yeah.
lot,
Yeah.
and that could have easily happened to me.
Yeah, for sure.
But I was like, fuck it. I'm just not gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I couldn't do it. Like I just couldn't do it. But anyway, I had the event number 1 so people could connect, but mostly I had a panel of women speak so that we could basically hear each other talk about like what it's really like in the
Mhm.
industry
And
and
then
how to elevate your career and just support each other because it's
Mhm.
like so much like it's so much hate.
Yeah.
It's like insane.
yeah.
And like it doesn't need to be that way, I think. And I really only want to surround myself with people that I support and support me.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. For me, I used to be really jaded, and that jadedness prevented me from moving forward. So I think, touching on what she said, it's really important to surround yourself with people who support you and you support them, and you guys are kind of all on the same wavelength. And don't worry about the city being Screwface
I don't know who
capital.
cares what
Yeah.
we're doing.
Yeah, we all have room here. Like
Yeah.
it's not a
Sure.
competition.
It's such a like the city hasn't been built up like other cities. We don't have those like icons that we have to be like
exactly.
to compete with. I feel like it's just so open and
It's like a
we
blank
can
slate.
create, yeah, we can create our pathways, but I feel like some people are just not about it. And they just want to stick to themselves and it's like
Cliquey.
just help me a little bit. Like
Yeah.
I'm sure it can come back. But
Mhm.
That's
what
literally
I'm-
why I had the event.
Yeah, and I feel like being at that event, it was really good, and I felt the people and the energy and what they were saying, and I literally laughed, and I was like, yo, that's dope. Like, there's actually females out there that I could, like, work with, that I could even talk to
Yeah.
or have on another level.
Yeah.
It's important. It's really important because, like I said, I wouldn't have the career I have unless people were supporting me.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
all of them were women.
Yeah.
Like, so many people on that panel have helped me,
Mhm.
and I wouldn't be where I am without the people
Mhm.
around me. Period. Like, I couldn't do it alone. None of us can do it alone, and we're lying if you're saying that you can.
Yeah.
It's just not gonna happen. Like, you're lying to yourself.
Yeah.
And I just think it's such a boys' club in so many different industries, and it's like, it's everywhere, right? And it's
Yeah.
great, cool, whatever. But like, if we're not gonna uplift each other, who is?
No, then we have to
Yeah.
do it for ourselves,
Yeah.
right? And it makes it like 20 times
Times
harder.
harder.
when it doesn't need to.
Yeah.
So we're having the event again in April.
Yeah.
Like it just needs to happen, and the feedback I got literally blew me away.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe I still get feedback today. I got feedback.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I cannot believe how much it's impacted people. I had no idea.
Mhm.
Like I thought it'd be like, yeah, that was dope and whatever. I couldn't believe the feedback.
Last question. In 5 years, where do you guys see yourself?
So I'm probably gonna be in LA at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who the hell knows? But career-wise,
It's aspirations, what you want.
yeah.
You gotta manifest it now.
Yeah, of course. I want the YouTube to be like huge. I want to get something out of the YouTube channel, like some other job. I foresee that. I feel that, you know.
With ID Magazine.
Yeah, who knows? Yeah, like I don't know. You never know how where your life's gonna go. I just want to be happy, really, and like be in the moment and be present.
Yeah.
It's such a hard question to answer because it's like
You never know, but at the same time, like I feel like you need to like
Have
set
some sort of-
goals.
yeah.
I know.
So it's like I need to get here. I need to do whatever I can.
For me, I spent a lot of my life planning and deciding where my life was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
And the minute that it went off course, I didn't know what I was doing. I became really lost.
Mm-hmm.
So I recently decided to, instead of trying to plan my life, surrender to what's happening, because I usually resist.
Okay.
So if something's happening career-wise and I'm like, I'm not this person, I don't identify with that, I'm like, I'm not doing it. But now when when opportunities come to me, I just take it and just accept it for what it is. So I can't necessarily answer that question.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope that I'm in a place that's sunny and
Yeah.
warm, and that I'm really doing what I love.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
all
That's
I
it.
wish for.
that's all
That's
I
all
wish
I
for
want.
too. And making a lot of money, that would be great.
Yeah, I mean that's
Because it just equals freedom, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's like I also want to give back.
Yeah.
So like
Absolutely.
I'm gonna
Cherry.
need some money to do that.
Yeah.
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 I feel you. Good
Yeah.
answers.
Yeah.
I really appreciate you guys sitting down and just talking. So,
Yeah, of
Thank you
course.
for having
and I wish you guys the best. And I
Oh
hope
my
you-
god.
Your
Same
channel,
to you. Same.
I hope your
Yeah,
channel
we're
is
the come up
fun.
kids.
Like,
Come up
yeah. Don't sleep on me. I'm
Yeah.
gonna make sure that's like hashtag slept on.
Yeah. I have to get one of those. Seriously.